Good afternoon, parents and guardians. This afternoon session has now called to order. I am Suloni Singh, your host for this seminar. Today we will be focusing on literacy. We will examine, discuss, and learn about the importance of phonemic awareness and phonics to young learners. We will have the opportunity this afternoon to go through some phonics and phonemic awareness activities that are useful to our young learners. This afternoon seminar, you will be given the opportunity to observe teaching aids that can be created for the development of these young learners' vocabulary, comprehension, and writing. Gracing our presence this afternoon is Ms. Shari Jaina Ryan, Ms. Jayawati Ramu, Ms. Monique Monroe, and Ms. Meena Kumari Gobin, who are here to share their knowledge and experience in this area of literacy. With no further ado, we welcome Ms. Shari Jaina Ryan, who will be discussing the importance of phonics and phonemic awareness to our young learners.
Good morning, fellow teachers, parents, and guardians. My name is Shari Jaina Ryan, and I am here to tell you the importance of phonemic awareness and phonics to our young students. Now, before I go any further, what is phonemic awareness? Does anyone know? No? Okay. Phonemic awareness is the ability to hear and manipulate letter sounds. Children need to become aware of how the sounds in words work, and this can then help them to develop skills like reading and spelling. For example, the word cat is made up of 3 sounds. A child may be able to identify the letters in the word cat, but how many of them can say the word is cat? It therefore means that the child must be familiar with the sounds of each letter, and once they have made the sounds for each letter, they will be able to say this word is cat. Now, how will they know that the word is cat? Sounding out the letters of the word cat, it goes like this. When the sounds are combined, the word is created, and you can hear the word cat while I am sounding out the letter. Try it with me. Very good. You can hear the word cat coming out from the letter sounds. Let us now turn our attention to phonics. What is phonics? Phonics is certainly similar to phonemic awareness in that both terms involve sounds. Phonics is the relationship between letters and sounds. The alphabet is at the center of any phonics program, and the goal is for students to know the letters of the alphabet that correspond with certain sounds. So basically, phonemic awareness precedes or it comes before phonics, with children first being able to identify sounds they hear, which is the phonemic awareness, and then gradually being able to connect sounds with their corresponding letters, and that is phonics. Developing phonemic awareness and phonics in young children is an important foundational task because it establishes the basic for reading, writing, and also spelling skills. Are there any questions? So I will take that as a no. I guess everyone understands the importance of phonemic awareness and phonics to young learners. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Shari Jaina Ryan. That was a very informative session. Join me now, parents and guardians, as we welcome Ms. Jayawati Ramu to share with us activities on phonemic awareness and phonics that might be useful to our young learners.
Thank you, Ms. Salome. Good afternoon, parents, teachers, guardians, and children. I will take this opportunity to enlighten you about 2 phonics activities that you can use to help your children at home or in school. Firstly, I'll be using a game. The name of this game is Pong Ball. This game consists of cups that are arranged in a triangular structure. Each one of these cups here contains a letter. So a ball is given to a child. The child is placed away from the cups so he or she cannot see the letters inside of the cup. That child will then throw this ball into any cup of his or her choice. So let's say the child throws the ball into this cup. The child will remove the letter from the cup, display it to everyone around. Then you question the child by asking, what is this letter? If the child says this is letter A, you move to the next step by asking the child what sound does the letter A makes. If the child says letter A makes the sound A, then you move to the next step by asking the child to name something that begins with the letter A sound. Or we can say the A sound. So let's say the child tells us apple. Apple begins with the A sound. Let us say the word apple together. Apple. Yes, we can hear the A sound at the beginning of this word apple. We close this paper, we put it aside. We continue the game by giving another child the ball to do the same. The child will throw the ball into any cup of his or her choice, take the letter out, say the name of the letter, pronounce the sound of the letter, and also give us a word or something that begins with the letter sound. Another activity that I have chosen is word cards and pictures. So we have word cards presently here. So at the end of this activity, we will have picture word cards. So we lay our word cards into the table or the desk. We ask the child to select a card of his or her choice. So let's say the child select this card. We will ask the child if they can tell us the word, if they recognize what is this word. If the child can't, then we help the child by pronouncing each letter sound. So first of all, we say the letter C-A-T. Then we go about by pronouncing the sound of each letter. Let us say the sound K-A-T. K-A-T. So this word here says cat. This word here says cat. K-A-T. K-A-T. Then, after we know the word is cat, we display pictures to the child. We ask the child to select a picture that matches the word cat. So we have our two pictures here. Let the child select the picture that matches the word cat. So if the child selects this picture, then this is correct. This is a picture of a cat. So we attach our picture to the word card. So now, instead of having a bare word card, we have a picture word card. So anybody look at this card will know that this is a cat and the word cat spells C-A-T. By doing these activities, it will help us to know how much our children are familiar with the letters, the letter sound, and things with the letter sound. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Jaiwati Ramo, for your very informative and well put together presentation. Next on the agenda for this afternoon's seminar, we will now be discussing and showcasing teaching aids that may be created for the development of young children's vocabulary. Yours truly will now be taking you through this. So before we begin to examine these teaching aids, let us get ourselves acquainted with the meaning of vocabulary. You might want to ask, what is vocabulary? According to our website, Vocabulary for Kids, they define vocabulary as words that children know and can use to communicate about the world around them. It requires an understanding of the meaning of a word, but also how to use it appropriately in the right conversation with the right person at the right time. As educators, we consider 4 types of vocabulary. 1, listening. 2, speaking. 3, reading. And 4, writing. Now let us examine these teaching aids to showcase here. So the first teaching aid is depicting a word wall, or what we can also call a word list. So from this picture seen here, we will have children brainstorm words to create the word list. From this simple teaching aid, we are building children's vocabulary because here they have the opportunity to speak, to listen to other children's words, and even experience reading and writing the words from what they learn from the picture scenery. A word list or a word wall also helps in building children's comprehension. Now let's look at it for example. So we have this picture seen here. We want children to develop their vocabulary in words. So from this picture scene, we have children tell us about the picture scene. So children will say, I see a car. Right there we have a word coming out, car. So we put the word on our word wall. Next, another student will stand and Miss, I see a bus. Bus is one of the words that we would like the children to learn. So we write the word bus and place it on the word wall. And so while other students are given their words, we take the words, we put it on the word wall. The word wall is also here for reinforcement. So when children are writing or if we're recapping, the word wall is here. Children are able to spell, to learn the words as well as can write and read the words. The next teaching aid we have displayed here is called a graphic organizer, or we can use the term semantic mapping. Now, the semantic map, or what we call a graphic organizer, are maps or web of words. The purpose of this is to visually display the meaning-based connections between words or phrases and a set of related words of concepts. Let's have a look how we can use this semantic map or the graphic organizer to build children's vocabulary. So here from the picture scene, we know that this picture scene is showing us about transportation. We would have already spoke with the children, so we know that transportation are used in air, on land, and in water. So we want to build on these children's vocabulary on what they know about air, transportation used in air, on land, and in water. So from this picture scene now, we have children, again, sharing their experience, developing their vocabulary. Now when we talk about air, we ask the children to look at the picture scene. What do you see? Which transportation do you see is used in the air? Right from the picture scene, we see an aeroplane. So we build a hand. In air, we use an aeroplane. That's one. We move on to the next. So let's look at land. Let's see how much vocabulary they know when it comes to transportation on land. We go back to the picture scene. When we look on land here, which transportation we see on land? We see a bus, we see a car. Again, we expand on the vocabulary. On land, a car. A transportation used on land is a bus. And so we continue. Now let's look at water. Now the children are going to look at this picture scene here. What is a transportation do you see used in water here? A sailboat. Right here we have another vocabulary word coming out. So we expand. A sailboat. B-O-A-T. Now from here, children are able to read and write comprehension, because from this graphic organizer, children can write composition. What did we see? In the air, transportation used in air is an aeroplane. Building sentence. In water, we see a sailboat. The sailboat is used as a transportation in water, and from there we go ahead to be building children's vocabulary. So this is a very important and very effective teaching aid in helping to build children's vocabulary. Now the final teaching aid that we will be looking for vocabulary is an online teaching aid. Now, we all know that we are so busy that we might not be able to sit with our child to go through a graphic organizer or a word list with them. But in this era where technology is prevalent and is widely used by young and old, we can use our gadgets to help our learners learn vocabulary. We can download educational apps like the Word Connect for children. The Word Connect app game lets children train their brain to build and learn new words while they have fun. Another game app is that can be used online to teach children vocabulary is the Guess the Animal and the I Spy with Lola. The I Spy game helps children to build vocabulary using letter sound and simple words. I thank you for listening. I do hope this has been very educational for you, and you can now be able to help your child in developing their vocabulary skills by using these simple examples of teaching aids. I now introduce to you Ms. Monique Monroe, who will take us through teaching aids in comprehension. Ms. Monique Monroe, over to you now.
I am Miss Monique, and and I will be taking you through the aspect of how teaching aids can develop young learners' comprehension abilities. Now, we should know that comprehension is the ability to understand something. And we are also living in a technologically advanced age, and we know that our children are attracted to technology. And that is why I have chosen a video which will be used in the form of a teaching aid. The video will bring out 3 important concepts on how young children's comprehension skills can be developed. It should also be noted that young children must first decode something in order to understand it. They must also make connections between what they are reading and the prior knowledge that they have about it. And they must also think deeply about what they have to read. Now let's look at this open-ended teaching aid in the form of a video, which can be used for both online learning and face-to-face learning. Please note that the video is based on transportation, which is part of the theme that the learners are currently engaged in for this term.
I ride on a bike. I ride on a bike, but I want to go faster. 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 I ride on a bus. I ride on a bus, but I want to go faster. 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 I ride in a car. I ride in a car, but I want to go faster. 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 Bike. Bike. Bus. Bus. Car. Car. Train. Train. Plane. Plane. Rocket. Rocket. I ride on a train. I ride on a train, but I want to go faster. 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 I fly on a plane. I fly on a plane, but I want to go faster. 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 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
From that video, the children can read the sentences aloud and even sing along to the words of the song. They can see the images and make connections about what might happen next in the video. Hence, they can decode what they will be learning about. They can also ask questions. They can even see the names of the vehicles that are in the video, which will give the children ideas such as a child might say, I saw a car. CAR is for car, and a car can be used as transportation. There is where the children can also learn new words. And so all these things help the children to understand that they will be learning and reading about transportation. Let us now move on to another very important area in literacy.
Thank you, Miss Monique Monroe. So to close off our literacy training session this afternoon, we will invite Miss Mina Kumari Gobin, who will now take us through with presenting to us teaching aids on writing. Miss Mina Kumari Gobin, over to you.
Good afternoon, parents. I must say thank you for taking this special time off from your busy schedule to attend this parent seminar. Today we'll be discussing about writing. What is writing? Writing is the process of using symbols, letters of the alphabet, punctuation, and space to communicate thoughts and ideas in a readable form. There are 4 language skills, which are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Today I have 3 activities here to show. First, here's a word tree. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we would use words from the Animal Friends workbook to give the children for them to learn to write and for them to learn to spell. So every day when they come, they will have a new word. So they would learn to spell the word and they would write the word in their books. And my second activity, I just use the Animal Friends workbook. We usually read the sentence, the dog is under the tree, and I write the sentence on the board using the 3 lines. Parents, please pay attention. How I'm using the 3 lines to write the sentence. The dog is under the house. The children usually just read the sentence and then they will have to copy the sentence in the book with the correct letter formation. And my third activity, what I would advise most parents, I know that children, they like to use their mommy's phone or their daddy's phone, or sometimes they even have their own tablets. What you can do is that there's an app, an ABC Mouse app. You can download this app to help your child. This is here is the app.
Hi kiddos, let's learn how to write the letter A. Slant down. Slant down. Across.
So this app here you can download in your child's tablet or in your phone, and you can give them when they're at home so they can learn to write the letters in the alphabet from A to Z, uppercase and lowercase letters. So this app here, it's helpful for the children to learn to write.
Thank you all parents for taking the time to attend today's literacy instruction training session. I trust that all that was shared was beneficial and helpful to you, and together we can work hand in hand to make our learners excel in their literacy learning. Thank you for coming.